Hello everyone, it's Rad. Welcome to Radko Tarot channel, and this video is going to contain a general tarot reading, and for that reason, as general tarot reading, the reading itself is going to relate to different subjects and situations and is going to manifest itself in a different way with every single different person. Now, in case you are interested to know about specifically about your personal situation, you can check out my website, which is listed here in the display, or it is as well shown in the description of the video. And there you are going to find, visiting it, you're going to find on the very front page full list of my services as well as their pricing, starting from just as little as $12 for the recorded readings and $15 for the private call readings. Apart from that, if you want to see me live, or you want to contribute with an event on me, you can check out my Facebook page, which as well you can see here on the video or in the description down below, and consider sharing and subscribing the video, because this is a one-man operation and your support does helps a lot. That being said, I want you now to lay back comfortably and enjoy the show. Alright, so this is going to be Taurus, Sun, Moon and Rising weekly tarot reading for May 13th to May 19th, 2019. And bear with me a second, guys, to shuffle the tarot cards, and we can go straight away into the spread. Alright, so the first card, which is marking the topic for Taurus this week, that is going to be the Five of Swords, followed by the second card, which is regarding to the challenges which Taurus are to face throughout the week. That is to be the Seven of Pentacles. Third card is a positive aspect of the week for Taurus, or what is going to help Tauruses throughout the week. This is going to be the Page of Swords. And then the last one that we do have, it is the Temperance card. That is the pure guidance the Tarot is offering to you, Tauruses. So once again, we do have the Five of Swords as the first card, followed by the Seven of Pentacles as the second one, which is the challenges. Then it is the third card here, the Page of Swords. That is to be the what helps you throughout the week. And then the last card that we do have, that is going to be the Temperance. So Tauruses, well, that is not going to be a very impactful week the way I see it here. Actually, what with these four cards, what the week always going what the week is going to be all about, it is where you basically stop concerning yourself with what everybody else thinks about you and about your undertakings and endeavors. As a matter of fact, with these cards, you are to follow a very shiny example of a person that you are associating yourself with, which does adopt that particular standpoint. It's just that person doesn't care of what everybody else thinks, and they do things the way they like to do, despite what everybody else thinks of them. So that leads us to the first card here, which is the grand topic, and that is to be the Five of Swords. So a very peculiar standpoint. First of all, the Five of Swords here points is that throughout this week you are to start becoming more and more aware of your surreptitious intentions in regards to people which you are associating yourself with. In other words, Tauruses, you are to start becoming more and more aware who your friends are and who aren't, in regards to your social circle, colleagues, and so on and so forth. Additionally to that, the Five of Pentacles here points that throughout the week you will become more aware of where your limits lies, how big are your capabilities. That kind of concerns to regards where how can I express it really? Well, basically there are things that works for some and there are things that doesn't work for some as well. And so this week you are to define what works for you and how actually works for you. Therefore, you are to differentiate yourself from those who does not believe that your actions or your endeavors are the right actions and endeavors for yourself. The accompanied card here, that is to be the Emperor. So the formation is a active friends that we do have with these couple of cards, and disregarding, what people expect from you, what your coworkers expect from you, what your friends expect from you, and so on and so forth. Recognizing, where your limits lies and your capabilities, how vast your capabilities are. You are to establish a bigger control upon your things, upon your marriage, for example, or upon your relationship, for example, or upon your career, for example, presenting yourself much more reliable to those who truly matters, which opinion truly matters. Therefore, exerting more structure into your life, you are to make everyday ups and downs much more bearable to be faced and to be tackled. And additionally to that, with these cards, it seems that throughout this week you will start paying attention more and more to your personal needs rather than to paying more attention how you can please others. The challenge here that you will have to face throughout the week, that is the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles, it does point to hesitation and more like hoping that the right sitting into one place, hoping that the right measures or the appropriate actions are going to become obvious to you, which speaks to that you may try and opt to avoid, those this drastic detachment from some people that you are associating yourself with, which kind of is unavoidable. So what you have to overcome throughout the week as a challenge here, it is the self-imposed belief that things are gonna get easier as time passes in regards to tackling with those people which are giving you a rough time. Additionally to that, this card points that there isn't gonna be any surprising fateful event around the corner which you can rely on to improve your circumstances. Everything is to happen according to your personal performance, or if you make it to happen. If you don't do anything, nothing really is gonna happen, either positive or negative, for throughout the week for you. The accompanied card here, that is going to be the King of Wands. So the formation here, it is actually a passive neutrals, and this card actually gives us the key how you can overcome the Seven of Pentacles, which is the challenge. And it does point that you need to have more positive attitude toward the end goal and toward the manifestation of your goals in general. Yeah, you may not have as much people supporting you along the way, as you detach yourself from them, but in the same time, if it is not you who are to transform your ideas into powerful drive and actions, no one else will. So you will have to obtain that determination that now is the time one to make some moves forward toward manifesting their endeavors. And the third card that we do have for you, Tauruses, this is the positivity out of the week, or what is going to help you throughout the week. That is going to be the Page of Swords. So Page of Swords here plays a role of a person, right? A very agile or swift in thinking person. Well, that is someone with original thinking, someone who does not oblige to the common law or to the common code of conduct. So they have a little bit of a different understanding how the world works, or how the world works for them. So it's not, if it is this week, it's not about the grand scheme of things and how the grand scheme of things works for you, or rather like, well, I didn't express that. So it is not about how the grand scheme works, but it is how about the grand scheme benefits you and how it works for you. So it does look like that you are to start thinking in a little bit of a different way, or you have thought in a little bit of a different way until this very moment. It is just you were a bit hesitant to take an actions in regards to those thought of yours. Additionally to that, the Page of Swords here, it does represent a new source of help that this person is gonna give you, most likely through an example, that they're gonna make that example that they don't care about what everybody else thinks of them and what everybody else thinks of their performance, but all that matters is that they feel fulfilled by doing something they believe it's right, and that example is gonna help you a long run, and is gonna be as manifesting itself as a help that you need to receive. So basically this person is gonna breed big self-confidence within you. So the next card that we do have, or rather like the catalyst here, that is to be the Empress. And the formation here, actually it is a active enemies. So with the Empress to the Page of Swords, it does look like that this example additionally is going to force you to do some bold actions that you would usually, you know, without having this example of that person, you would not have either the courage or the how do you say it when you think something is inefficient. All right, so you may thought until this very moment that whatever you want to do is inefficient, ineffective, and so on and so forth. But now seeing that this person does whatever pleases them, you do realize that actually, you know, those kind of actions of yours are actions that needs to be executed. For a reason being is that how can I display it? For a reason being that everything else is just pleasing others, because the Empress always cares more about how others feels, you know, and how how they are to accept the world, and how they are to accept the Empress. But this time around, as in an active enemy to the Page of Swords, it seems that you have to disregard that ambition and this strive of yours to be pleasant in everybody's else eyes, but you should be pleasant only in your own personal eyes. Additionally to that, with these couple of card Tauruses, it is likely that you may kind of like adopt some very surprising and unorthodox solutions to some of your issues that currently persist throughout the week. Don't be afraid, guys, to act upon those insight of resolution of your problems. And the last one, that is guidance. We do have the Temperance. And the Temperance here, at least to me, it just speaks only one thing, you know. Opinion is like a butt, all right? Everybody has it. It's just, you can't fight against that. Everybody has it in a different way, all right? So no matter how much you try to please everybody and to fit into their opinion, you're never going to be able to. Therefore, it will be best, guys, if you try to fit with your own personal opinion. The Temperance here, it does represent exactly that everybody has their way of thinking. Everybody you know, have their own personal vision into the world, which never matches 100% with someone else's. So no matter how much you try, you know, your understanding of the world, your understanding of your relationship, of your career, is never going to match 100% with those that you are associating yourself with. Therefore, you will have to kind of try to constrain yourself of trying to follow someone else's ideas, but rather follow your own personal ideas in regards to your career or regards to your relationship. Additionally to that, the Temperance here points that you should approach the week with a lot of with a big sense of solidarity, and as well compassion, but only if you face that compassion and solidarity from others. The accompanied card, that is to be the Nine of Wands. The formation here, it is a active supporters, and you have to arm yourself with a lot of patience, really, and you need to gather your strength. So basically this week you will have to gather up all the resources you need, because with this guidance, with these guidance cards, it does look like that a big endeavor it is lurking behind the corner. It could manifest itself in a couple of weeks. It could manifest itself in a month. But right now, this week, by realizing your capabilities, you know how big they are, what works truly for you, and restrain yourself from trying to fit with someone else's opinion, you will start making preparations, or you will start preparing yourself for this big endeavor that it is that it is to manifest for you in regards to your lifeline or life path, excuse me. So that being said, Tauruses, this was your weekly tarot reading for May 13th to May 19th 2019. I hope you enjoyed it and you liked it, guys, and we are going to see each other next time. Until then, Bye.